Hi everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful day. This is Sarah, and I thought I would share with you a couple of tips today about something I've done the last couple of years called straw bale gardening. I've really enjoyed the process, and I thought it might be fun for you to learn along with me and to see how it goes step by step. So let me tell you that I first got this idea from a book, which is Straw Bale Gardens, which you can get online or you can probably find at your local library. But it reviews the whole process of how to do your own straw bale garden, regardless of where you are. This works in apartment settings. You can do this on a patio. You can do it when you don't have a lot of space. You can do it in a way that doesn't require you to do a lot of bending and stooping. I liked it because even with a couple of dogs running around, and the first year I did it, I had a puppy, they weren't digging in the dirt and getting my garden all messed up. So there's all kinds of advantages. You can use a small space as long as you've got good lighting and good drainage. Anyone can do this, and it's lots and lots of fun. So let me turn the camera around so you can see a little bit about what I've set up here. Okay, so you can see where I've set the straw bales up in my backyard into this configuration. What I did first is I laid down on the ground some cardboard, and if I dig underneath this mulch, you can see that there's paper or cardboard underneath. I like to just cover it up with some mulch so it stays nice during the year. But basically what you want to do is find nice, clean, dry bales of straw. And if you look really closely at this, you'll see that they're set up so that the holes of the straw are facing upwards. If you have bales that have the twine on the side, you'll see that they go along the sides here. So the edges on the top and on the bottom are like those open holes of a drinking straw, if you will. And I've set them up here in a configuration that's worked pretty well for me. Here's my dog Poppy checking it out as we're getting ready on the first day. Now I'll tell you a little bit more about this later, but these poles and that board that you see on the top are actually part of the suggested way to do this that they show in the book. And even closer, if you look, you'll see that there are some wires here. Every so often, there's some wires that are attached to that pole. Like I said, I'll tell you more about this as we go on. But the very first step in preparing this is to condition your bales. And basically, you want to start off with some fertilizer. I'll show you what I'm using here. Just a routine lawn fertilizer. You want to make sure that it does not contain pesticides, however. So you want to make sure that this is going to help create the perfect growing environment in your bales. And basically, I put some of these or some of this into a container, and you want to take a half a cup per bale, and you just want to sprinkle that over each bale. Now you can use some kind of a system where you take it out through something that looks maybe like a big salt shaker. But basically you just want to spread this evenly over the entire bale. You do this for each one of your bales, a half a cup per bale, and then after that we're going to water it. So I'll show you that in the next step. Okay, so now we are on to the next step, which is basically just to water the heck out of these straw bales. The whole point of this conditioning phase is that we're going to get the bales ready to plant plants into or seeds into. And the way that we do that is we promote the breakdown of the organic matter in the straw. So by giving it a very moist and fertilized kind of environment, we promote that breakdown. Basically, what happens is on the inside of the bale, it's going to turn into a nice compost, the perfect growing material for our garden. So the important thing is to make sure that we keep all of these bales very, very wet. So every day for the next several days, we're going to make sure that they get really soaked. Now, if you have your bales set up on concrete, like if you're in an apartment setting or you're doing this on your patio, then you'll be able to tell because you'll see the water running out the sides. And I'm not sure if you can see it here, but eventually there's going to be water coming right down the edge and running down the bottom. You want to totally soak each one of these bales and then just let Mother Nature do its thing. That's all you have to do, just let it wait and condition. So I'll show you more about each of these steps as we go on, but this is the first one. So there we have it. Day one is all done. The bales are starting on their process of being conditioned. They've all been watered, and now I just wait for tomorrow. I'll be back with some more tips on how this progresses, but thanks so much for joining me. And if you'd like to watch the progress of this, be sure to subscribe to my blog at laughlearnattract.com, and we'll show you how this goes throughout the whole season. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.